No.
Hello, we are here
No.
with the Remembrance Walk. If anyone wants to take out the book and read it, they can.
Alright, I guess I'll read. Alright. Welcome Final 3. You have beat out the rest of the competition, and you are now here. About to face the jury to see who becomes the sole survivor. But first, you will go and see all those whom you met, played with, or against, and overcame to get here. You have the chance to say the good, the bad, and any other things you wish to say about them. Congratulations on making it this far.
Now, if you would come
okay,
this
that
way.
did count. Okay.
First
Is the
off,
first one?
Bunboy.
Oh my god. Okay, so a lot of these vote-offs were kind of on Lime Tribe, so I'll try to speak the best on behalf of Lime Tribe, but Bunboy, I did want to work with him. He was a really funny guy, and like, he could have been a meat shield, honestly, considering how people were like, his type of humor doesn't really fit other people's type of humor, but it fit mine, and he could have been a good ally, but we had to vote him 5-1. Rest in peace, Bunboy.
Second off, Dizzy.
So Dizzy was not really the one anyone thought was going home that night. Yeah, there was a rock draw, and Dizzy was the unfortunate one to pick the black rock or the red wool. So that is how Dizzy left us.
And he was like, returning, oh.
Yeah, he was returning, like, I probably would have wanted to flip with him. Okay,
I will
alright.
know.
So here's our 10th place, Nathan. He got medevac, and he really didn't want to leave, and I knew he would. He was going to be a really loyal ally to me, and like, he would have helped me through merge, but I had to tough it out on my own, so this one's for you, Nathan.
That's not
That was
That's
Strat.
Strat?
That was Strat.
But Strat thought he had it all. He was very confident, overconfident, and that's why we took advantage of that and took him out. He had no idea. Blindside.
Yeah, I think Strat is a good dude, but I probably would have went after him coming merge, so. Hey. Oh god, no, Dawson. Yeah, Dawson was a medevac too, and honestly, another reason why I was so scared going to the merge, and I would have stuck to Dawson. Dawson was like, I actually, me and him, even though we've never talked before, I felt like we were vibing, and we were good, and we really didn't want to see him go, but he had a math project, so I mean, understandable.
Real life stuff.
Kaeli, Bionic.
No,
Well, she just left the game, so not much.
no. Yeah, I think we can all say that Bionic left the game, but honestly, I felt like she played a big part in getting me farther, because I felt like going into merge, getting to merge, I probably was the next group. So when Bionic did that, I
can
glad,
tell you
but I
for
was sad.
sure that move where she left the game helped you a lot.
Yeah, I was so glad, but I was really sad, and I have a lot of respect for that, for what Bionic did. 6th is Monado. Oh my god, Monado. Monado, I'm so sorry that I had to vote you on the revote, but I mean, it was gonna be either me, you, or Flashee, and you were a really loyal ally, and I hope you understand what I did. But other than that, you were a really good ally too.
Yeah.
Oh.
this was a pretty strategic move, a hard one, but when we had the chance to get him out, I said this before I aligned with him. I said this, if we had the chance to get him out, we were going to. The second he didn't win immunity, we were going to get him out. So we did. And
Yes. Yeah, Jack, you were... Yes, I agree. We were, like, the closest allies in the game because I was supposed to have your back. And it was really hard for me to vote you at Final 4, or, no, I'm sorry, Final 5, but there was you and Echo, and there were two big threats, and I had to do what I needed to win this game. Or try. It's not over yet.
Echo. This one pretty much relied on what I voted, I'd say. So, yeah, obviously Echo played a huge game. Even Kyle said it,
Yep.
that a lot of people were gonna vote for him to win, and I just had to go with my gut, and that was Echo, getting Echo out.
Yeah, I agree. Me and Echo, I feel like we were, like, friendly rivals because although he outplayed me at the final 6 with that move, I wasn't mad at him. I had only respect for him, and even till now.
Yep.
Adam and Jay.
You missed this torch. How dare you?
Oh, no. Fuck.
And now you can throw the torches into the never-ending whirlpool down out here, like right here.
This one?
Yep, throw all them torches out.
Thanks, guys.
Ouch.
With that, you have made it to the final 3.
Where's the cake?
Oh, I guess I'll give a cake. I'll give an ice cake.
Where's the feast?
There was cake last season. What did
It was cake last season. You didn't make it to the end last season.
Okay, that hurts.
But you made it this time. So, good thumbnail right there. Beautiful. Congratulations on making it to the final 3, guys. You will have a chance to win this game by talking to the jury. Oh, the final 3 is set. Chris, Flashee, and Crystal, you get a chance to talk to the jury, and they get to cast the votes. 3 of them are here, 3 of them are not. Dizzy is the first member of the jury. Nathan is the second member, and he is here. So,
I live. I live.
oh, Nathan, if you could come to these chairs over here.
These chairs.
You're not on our tribe.
The third member of the jury is Kaeli, and she could not make it. The 4th member of the jury is I just blanked, is Dawson, and he could not make it, but I have the votes of all these people. The 5th member of the jury is Jack, and he is here, and you will get your chance to talk to him. And the final member of the jury is Echo, and he is also here, and you can also talk to him. So half of them are here, the other half aren't, but these are the most qualified people to vote since they either saw all of it from a view or they got far in the game. So with that, Flashee, you can give your opening speech.
Alright. So I'll just start off with, I had fun with everyone, and everyone played a pretty honest game. There was no real dirty moves anywhere, I'd say, other than just normal Survivor. And I would just like to thank everyone, especially Kyle, for putting it on and stuff, inviting me last second too. I was I didn't apply for it or anything, so it was all last second, literally. So anyways, the reason I should win the Survivor, because I felt like I played a strong game without many people really realizing. I was pretty much under the radar, but I stayed loyal to a few of my alliance members, and I took out a few power players as well, and that advanced my game, and I didn't win. I only won one immunity challenge, but that was the one, or did I win two? Did I win two?
You won 1, I believe.
Okay, I won 1, and that was the most important one. So that is why I played the best game. Obviously, you can ask more questions later, but thank you guys.
Alright, Chris, you're up next.
Alright. First, I just want to say thanks to Remembrance for coming out and hearing us live, and thank you, Kyle, for another amazing season that I could participate in. With that said, I feel like I played a really good game from what I could do because I went into the merge outnumbered, pretty much 3 versus 4. And that didn't help when Kaeli had to leave, so at that point you could say it was just 2 versus 4. And I had to fight from the bottom to get to at least the middle, because I didn't want to be perceived as a threat. And here I am. I'm the last line member tribe. I had to do this twice. I did this in my in Kyle's season 2, where I was the last one remaining from my original tribe. And I'm here to do it again, and I'm here to do it with conviction and for the win. And on top of that, I had no real idols. I had to use a fake idol to persuade people to not vote me. I could have went home when Kaeli went home if Kaeli didn't leave, because I didn't have a fake idol. I could have went home any other time when I said I had an idol that I could use, but people didn't want to vote me. So you can ask me more questions later. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
And Crystal, you're up next.
Okay, so I don't have much to offer since I won 0 immunity challenges and I found no idols. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I don't have much to offer.
Alright, thank you. With that, I will go in order from first to remember to last. Dizzy is not here. He wanted to be here, but he had to get off. Nathan, you are up next, and you can ask a question to the jury. I mean, to the final 3.
What's your biggest move?
You choose the order. Choose the order.
Choose the order? I don't. Flashee, I guess.
Okay, my biggest move is okay. I think it's when I blindsided Strat. Strat for sure thought he was with me, and I decided that he was a power player. He was overconfident, and that's why I blindsided him, and he didn't see it coming at all. That's it.
Okay. So Chris.
Hey, Nathan. My biggest move? I wouldn't say it's like flashy and, no pun intended, flashy and like big, but I think it definitely had to be when I got Flashee, I talked to Flashee, formed a social bond with him, and I did the same with Crystal at Final 4, formed the bond with her so that we could take out unanimously Jack at Final 5, and then Echo at Final 4, because Flashee could have easily said, you know what, Echo's making some really good points right here. Chris could win, but instead, I feel like our social bond was strong enough so that Flashee had faith in me to take me to Final 3.
Okay. And so to know your name, but I'm pretty sure you know who's next. Crystal.
Wow.
Awkward.
I've heard.
I'm ashamed. I feel bad if it's any consolation. But what would you say is your biggest move?
I think my biggest move would be, like, kind of like going away from my, alliance with Echo.
Ouch.
And
Go on.
and I think playing the floater feather.
That's all I have for now.
Thanks.
Alright, next up would be Dawson, but Dawson could not show up, but he was very sorry that he couldn't because he was playing very well, but he did give me his vote. Next up was Kaeli. She also took herself out. She took herself out of the game. She sacrificed herself for if someone else might have left, but I also have her vote. And then Jack, you are able to give your questions now.
Right, so I'm gonna ask Flashee first.
Okay.
Out of you 3, who do you think led you guys to this final 3?
I believe that I led us to the final 3. I came to Chris and said, it's me and you, and obviously Crystal, in the final 3, and we talked a lot about it, and came up with situations where if I win the immunity, this happens. If he wins it, this happens, and I ended up winning it. So it all fell into place. That was like the plan A. If I won it, I'd say plan A. And so I'm pretty sure, we both talked about it, and I think that I bring us here.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Crystal next. Do you agree with Flashee, or do you have something else to say?
I agree with Flashee.
Okay, and now Chris.
Hey,
Do you think he led it, or do you think you led it?
I wouldn't like to say that he led it. Maybe it was half and half, me and him, but I definitely think I had at least half the portion in leading this final 3 right now. And I did ask Flashee and Crystal multiple times, like, let's get in a chat and let's talk and see what you guys are thinking, so that we had all our options out on the table and figure what was best for our games. And I kept bringing that up with both of them, like, what's best for our games, and if their games, what was best for their games matched mine, I took that opportunity and led us here, because I wanted to make sure every time challenges ended and we got the chance to at least talk to each other, we figured, hey, this is going to be the next person we're voting out, correct? And so I would always get the approval, and I mean, that's pretty good. And a quick thing, Jack, it was definitely really hard voting you out, because you were my number 1 ever since, because you were like the immunity meat shield. But I hope you understand that there were 2 threats left in the game at Final 5, and I needed to do what to do in order to have a chance.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Like, if I was in your position, I would have voted me out as well. I mean, it just means I'm probably gonna get a second chance this spot, right?
Alright, next up next up is Echo, never mind. Echo, you're up next.
Wow. Alright, so I'm gonna ask a question to Chris and Flashee. Flashee, my question to you is, what made you turn on me and go with Chris and Hot Rod and who else was there? Yeah, Chris and Hot Rod and Chris Monado and Hot Rod to take me out.
Okay, so I was told by 2 different people that you were telling secrets within our alliance. So that's why I became suspicious of your loyalty to us. And 2 different people told me, and I didn't think they were related anyway, unless one told another. But I decided I'm gonna go with what they said, because they didn't seem on the top or anything at the time, and you seemed kind of power hungry, trying to be the top bars, and I thought it was the right move at the time, and it turned out to be, in my eyes.
Okay, thank you. Chris, not really a question for you, but a statement. Chris, I do think you played a really good game, and the most deserving up there. Chris loves statements. Okay, oh yeah. So, Chris, I do feel like you played a really good game. You had a pretty good strategy, a social game that was really good. You had me thinking that I could trust you all the time. And the only point I wanted to get you out of this game was at the final 5 when you turned on Hot Rod, because I knew that's the point of the game where you were more threatening than anyone left in the game. I think you were more threatening than me, to be honest, because I think you played the great social game, you played a great strategic game. Physical game, come on, But honestly, I do think you played a really good game. You aligned yourself with the meat shield over there, like one of the challenges. Hot Rod deck as and you got my closest allies to turn on it, and that caused me to get out of this game. And you caused a lot of these moves. I got really good players like me, Jack. Sorry. But yeah, I really do think you played a great game, and congratulations to you, and good luck.
Can I add to that real quick?
Thank you, Echo.
Can I add to that?
You can go.
Yeah, sure.
I'm cool.
Well, on the one where we voted out Echo, I don't think that Chris obviously voted for you, but it was only because myself and Jack came together and we're getting other people to join us in the vote. You're giving Chris too much credit for you going. So, I'd also like to say, Chris is using this shield, right? He's using the hot rod was my shield as something good, but really, wouldn't you want to be the one who was being the shield rather than using the shield to get to the end?
Okay, thank you.
I don't want to keep repeating myself, but one of the moves that I was probably most proud of was when I actually used my fake idol at Final 5 to get everyone to believe, because Echo had thought this whole time that I had a legitimate immunity idol I could have used on myself ever since Final 7. And so I played up on that story and basically made everyone believe I was automatically in Final 4, which in reality I could have been voted out. So basically playing up my fake idol that I got in the reward challenge at Final 8 was probably one of my proudest moves.
Alright, well with that, it's time for the jury to vote. Everyone can go vote now. Before we begin, I would like to say, congratulations you three. You have all outwit, outplay, and outlast the rest of these people in the most twisted season ever, with more twists than the last 2 seasons combined. So whoever wins, congratulations. You really did get through a lot to get here. With that being said, first vote, Chris. That's 1 vote Chris. Second vote, Flashee. It's 1 vote Chris, 1 vote Flashee. Third vote, Chris. That's 2 votes Chris, 1 vote Flashee. Fourth vote, Chris. 3 votes Chris, 1 vote Flashee. Fifth vote, and the winner of Minecraft Survivor Season 3, the Arctic, Chris.
Oh my god.
GG, I gotta go eat. Thanks, yeah.
Congratulations, Chris.